Have you experienced the moment when a friend or someone from your family is giving you advice and you try to you take it in consideration and it turns out to be a disaster? Well, so did I. And to be honest, I know what's the reason of it. It is no shame in us as human beings, we want to help everyone and we want to give each piece of advice to everyone we care about. But the truth is, we don't really know if those altruistic efforts we are doing by giving those pieces of advice to people we care about will really help them or not. So that's why I gave her 5 lessons my mentors taught me alongside my journey, and I wanted to share it with you today so you can take these 5 pieces of advice and try them for yourself, and so you can understand what kind of advice you could always try to seek to. In my life, I've been giving many pieces of advice. So some of them are listen to everyone, learn everything at school, work out is just a luxury, not a privilege. You need to read a lot of books, don't learn from others' mistakes, only learn from yours. Although I might agree with some of them, these suggestions will always slow you down. For instance, don't learn from everybody, learn only from your mistakes. Or don't learn from everyone's mistakes, learn from yours. Now, it is important to learn from your mistakes, but it's also crucial to learn from everyone's mistakes that they've done in the past, so you won't repeat them. If you want to start a business and it's the same niche, it's the same industry as, let's say, your father was, and he been having a business maybe in real estate, and you also want to start a business in real estate, you cannot really do the same mistakes that your father did to go to the same level he is. Even though he might be at the highest level of success in his city or country, by avoiding those mistakes, you save a lot of money and you save a lot of time. And in this case, you learn from others' mistakes. So that said, I wanted to give you 5 tips or 5 pieces of advice that my mentors taught me in the last 365 days. The first one is don't be afraid to ask twice. Now in 2024 we are extremely social anxious and we tend to fear everything and whatever someone might say about how we feel and how we feel. And because of that, we tend to shut up and never ask twice. So if you have a lecture or you have a program, or maybe you learn from someone in your family who's done it in the past and he says something and you have more than 2 to 3 to 5 to 10 to 100 people in the circle of yours and they listen to the same person as you're listening and you're confused of what he or she said and you want him or her to repeat, but you feel afraid that those people will judge you because you did not understand it from the first sight and they will laugh at you. Now this is a problem we all have. I also had it, and in order for me to go over this fear, what I did, I asked twice. More than that, I tried to beat my fear of public speaking. And after beating the fear of public speaking, I never was scared of asking twice. So, never be afraid to ask twice. The second tip is hard work beats everything. We all need knowledge, we all need education, we all want the highest education so we can learn from the best people, so we can implement that in our life to be the person we always wanted to be and to get to the level of success we always wanted to get. Now the thing is, you can have the highest paid degree ever, but if you're not using that by doing hard work and by trying to beat everything that's coming along your side, you won't succeed. That's why hard work is the most important one when it's coming to do something for your life. If you don't do hard work, you won't succeed. And usually hard work is the most boring one. It is true. It might not be paid off in 1 year from now, in 2 years from now, but in 5 years, it'll be 200% paid off. So do hard work because you'll succeed by doing that. Now, moving to a third tip, hold tight to your principles. This one, my father, who's also one of my biggest mentors in my life, and I really believe that everyone's father should be one of the first mentors they ever had. My father gave me this advice, which I'm extremely grateful for. Hold to your principles until the end. Now, I had a period in my life when I'm not drinking. When I'm doing monk mode or when I'm focusing on something, I'm not drinking at all. And so, a few months ago, I even remember it to this day. I went to a party and people insisted on me to drink. I didn't want to drink at all and I said I'm not drinking, and I tried to keep it off and hold it down until then. But at the end, I drank 2 beers. Now those beers were like kind of non-alcoholic, but they still have a few percentage of alcohol. I still felt miserable a few days after that. I didn't feel bad or psychotic this way, but my dopamine level was the lowest at the lowest, and I was feeling because I went over my principles. And because I went over my principles, I felt bad and I couldn't work for 1 day because I was feeling so bad. That's why it's extremely important to hold tight to your principles. Now, what does it mean to have principles in this life? Principles are some kind of natural embodied laws that we create for ourselves to keep us alive and successful and to keep us humans. So if you work on your life for a period of time, you know that during that time you cannot let you slack off and doing something that is not dedicated to your life. And in that sense, if you go over your principles, you just know that if you did it to yourself, everyone can do it. And you don't feel respected as you would feel, and you don't have the same amount of confidence in your body, and you just don't feel good about yourself because you let someone saying that if this is who you are, no matter your principles, you will do what I say you're gonna do. And this is extremely bad because after that, you don't feel the same level of respect towards you when you felt before that. That's why it's important to have principles. When you have principles, everyone respects you. Even though they know it's a lot of fun and you want to have this fun. By having these principles, you adjust yourself to being in that 1% of people who are dedicated to their life. Don't get me in the bad way. It's important to have this fun. You can have a lot of fun in this life. But when you have this monk mode on, or if you follow any kind of protocols that you stick to your life, you should focus on your principles. And so by finishing this tip, focus on your principles and hold tight to it because they will get you ahead in life. Now moving to the 4th tip, 1 step at a time. I talked about it before, but multitasking is only getting your mind to be drained out of powers. I talked about it in my other videos, but doing the same thing 1 step at a time and working towards that goal, towards that scope you're having currently, it's way more better than multitasking. Because when you multitask, you drain your brain. 1 step at a time to one goal, and you work until the end, your brain is way more effective in that sense. And so when you work and you're dedicated to it, you'll get way more ahead in life. And the 5th step is have fun. Really, have fun in this life. What I talked about is extremely important, you cannot miss it out. But the last step to have fun is crucial. Now, this I got from one of my mentors who is in sales. He said that he's seen many times millionaires working for 4, 5, 6 weeks on something, and then for the next 1 to 2 to 3 weeks, they just relax and do everything they please to do. And this is a really great advice to have a work-life balance. So you can work the whole week on something, you can work for 6 days on your life, on the 7th day, you just relax. Because if you're gonna keep it doing on a daily basis, you're gonna keep it doing for months, you either get ahead of everyone or you get below everyone. And you might get below everyone because you will feel out of powers and you will feel this concept that I'm pretty sure everyone felt, you will feel burned out. And if you feel burned out, you need to recharge your batteries. But it's different for everyone how they recharge their batteries. For me, I can go to the gym and I feel already recharged. For someone, they might go and hike and they'll feel recharged. For someone, being in nature is the way of getting recharged. To avoid getting burnout, you need to have a work-life balance. And when you're gonna have this work-life balance, you'll feel more disciplined and you love what you're doing. So focus for a period of time on one goal, relax, after you relax, focus again on it, relax, focus again, relax, and do this step until the end, until you achieve that goal. After you achieve that goal, relax, and then get it from the start point. And focus on another goal, and also doing the same way until you achieve it. This is how you do it. This is what I've experienced many times and gave me astonishing results. So if you like this video, do please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also leave a like button. And also leave a comment with what do you think is the most valuable tip you're gonna get from this video. I know I'm not posting in the same frequency as I used to post before. It's just I'm focusing on my goals currently, and as I said, I want to do one step at a time. When I get a little bit more free, I'm just getting my ass down and I'm making a new video like right now. Even though it's Saturday and it's a beautiful day, yeah, it's a pretty decent way. I'm just trying to get one step at a time to achieve my goals. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you as soon as possible.